Welcome to OtakuCast.
Hello.
I'm Angel's Calamity with DC, Directionally Challenged, and our
Hello.
guest, Malamar. Hi.
Oh,
Say
hey.
hi. Say hi.
As you guys might
Oh,
know, if you're a fan, I have a small YouTube gaming channel, and I'm your host. So, my co host, DC.
Hi. I'm a co-host. I do things
As you guys
sometimes.
might know, if you're a fan, I mean, you also have a YouTube channel.
No. I don't have a YouTube channel called Directionally Challenged where I do Let's Plays. No.
No, I don't have one called Angels underscore Calamity either. What about you, Malamar? What's going on
Malamar,
with you,
tell-
buddy?
um, I have a Twitch account. Twitch Twitch.tv slash Malamar45.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Other
Heck
than
yeah.
that, I don't have a YouTube account or anything.
Hey, that's cool, man. Whatever.
Now tell us about yourself. What do you do here at the
I am the Otaku Empire marketing manager. Um,
Ooh.
Post giveaways, events, that sort of thing. That's
So
my
you want to
job.
be his friend. Giveaways, you
Yes.
want to be his friend. Did
You
I
you
mention
definitely
how
want to be his
handsome
friend.
you are, Malam?
So sneak that in. I am
Just a little.
eligible for giveaways, right?
Free giveaways.
Ah. All right. And we're going to go right into Otaku news. So,
Yeah.
our first bit of news, and it's sad. We got to go worst to best. We got Japanese voice actor Fujiwara, excuse me,
Yes.
passed away from cancer on the 12th of April, and he was 55.
55 years old, and it's actually it's interesting because he did the voice of Lad Russo in
He did.
Baccano,
Yes.
which is the series that we are watching. So that's
Mm-hmm.
kind of
May he
sad.
rest in peace.
Topical.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
They
he,
apparently a bunch of voice actors actually had a whole like memorial for him, which is pretty awesome. I have to admit.
that is really cool. And this we found that out from Anime News Network and a couple other well-known roles. He was Mace Hughes in Full Metal Alchemist and
The
Full Metal
one of the
Alchemist
best,
Brotherhood.
one of
Yes,
the best.
he was
Yeah, that's
Axel
cool.
in Kingdom Hearts.
Reno in Final Fantasy VII
Or
Advent.
yeah, and for the remake. What
Yes,
my source says, yes, and for the remake. And he also did the Japanese dub of Tony Stark in the Avengers movies.
which is awesome. And for the JoJo's fans, he was ACDC.
Heck yeah.
Which is
I'm
pretty
on a highway.
to
Not
Heffel.
that ACD. Not that ACDC.
But the one role I can't remember exactly, Hiroshi Nohara from Crown Shin-chan. I don't remember who that character was.
I don't know.
And I watched
Uh,
Crown Shin-chan.
he was Holland in Eureka 7.
Yeah, I remember Eureka 7.
I have not seen that one. Is that a good?
But Eureka 7 is really good.
Good to
If you
know.
like, again, if you like,
More
if you like
depressing news.
mechs and Gundam anime.
San Diego Comic Con is canceled
Yes.
because of the virus, because of the
Yes.
nasty.
Due to
Yeah,
Corona.
it was scheduled for July 23rd through 26th, and yeah, it's just canceled. And
One of
they were
the
talking about like maybe next year's convention, and they were talking about mystery, anime history, Comic Con history
comic.
museum.
Yeah.
Excuse me, also might be impacted by this. So
See,
yeah, that
yeah,
sucks.
it sucks because Comic Con is like one of the big ones. You know, that's the one everyone
Mhm.
like San Diego Comic Con. That's the one everyone wants to go to. Me and my buddies
Yeah.
all want to go to Comic Con.
I have never been to a Comic Con or any sort of con like that, but it would be awesome to go.
It would.
And then
Be.
for our
I've been
good
to one.
news, DC.
Yes, I get to talk about the most awesome news. There
I'm the
is.
bearer of bad news.
You're the bearer of bad news, and I get to bring in a new anime, which is a live or an anime adaptation of Yuka's Tototsu ni Egypt Kami, meaning suddenly Egyptian gods, which is basically the Egyptian gods reimagined as adorable little anime mascots, and they
Chibis.
are
Chibis.
super adorable.
They are. Did you watch the trailer? The
I
little
did,
teaser? It was
and
just
so everything about it is adorable and wonderful.
yes,
My
it is.
favorite
And
little
the
anime news.
English title is Suddenly Egyptians Gods. Yeah, did you say that?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Sorry.
I know. I'm good. I'm that
And
good.
do you know the Egyptian gods that it's going to be having on it?
Um, God, I don't.
There's
It's
13 of them.
yes, and I don't remember all the Egyptian gods: Osiris, Isis, Anubis, Seth, um, Met. Uh, yeah,
I
that's as far as I'm gonna get.
I wrote it down.
Hey,
Okay.
I for memory. All right,
That was pretty good from memory.
Horus.
So the 13 that they're going to have in the show, at least for the time being, is Majed, Basset, Seth, Anubis, Thoth, Horus, Ra, Apep, Satu, Winnet, Kunum, Otter, and Sobek.
The power of
So,
Ra.
and they're gonna be, and it was literally described as them just relaxing and having a good time. I'm looking forward to it.
Just a cute little thing.
Yeah, I'm
I
looking
felt like
forward to it.
I felt like you were gonna go off on the Prince of Egypt there for a second, but the power of Ra. I love
Hey, that was a
scene.
good movie. That was a good movie.
Yes. So,
Yes, it was. You ready for the topic?
are we
Today's
ready for the topic? Are we ready to talk about
Are we?
today's topic? Are
Are
we
you ready?
ready?
Are you ready?
Malamar.
Because I'm ready. I have the
ready?
right page open and everything. See?
Notes.
Don't cheat and pause it and look at my notes. That'd be cheating.
I don't think they can see it. So
Probably
today's
not.
wonderful topic is anime worlds you want to live in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Malamar as our guest. Well, let's see now. Wait, do we have any
She
sort of
does.
guidelines or rules for these?
Let's just say worlds that you want to live in. You don't necessarily have to be the main character. You don't necessarily have to be the main villain. Just a world you want to enjoy. You want to get into that world, sink your teeth into what it has to offer. Just something fun. What do you want to do? Craziness.
Now, as you know, I am indecisive and make lots of lists for things. So I actually have 3 choices and 4 honorable mentions.
I'm very decisive and make lists. So
Yeah, and you'll have more than one choice too, don't you?
I have a ton. But Malamar, hit us.
Exactly.
Number 1. What's your top? Let's hear it.
The top one for me would have to be ReZero.
Really?
ReZero.
Because that's just like I'm more into like D&D and stuff. I like the
Yes.
adventurous, the different variety of people. I love that. Like I just think there's just so much inside of that world that it would be.
Now, what is?
perfect to
I've
live in.
never seen any of the Rees. What is ReZero?
All about.
ReZero, it's it's an ordinary high school student. He goes back. He gets transported to a different world. And
Another
it's like
world.
completely new and different.
Yeah.
There's tons of creatures that he finds himself around, and he doesn't know anything. He can't read the languages.
Yeah.
It's entirely new,
Huh?
and it's like it has magic and everything in it.
Kind
So
of
I
like
just think that'd be
Mimi's. It's gotta have
very
Mimi's.
adventurous.
nice. That sounds like a fun adventure, and that sounds like a cool world.
It does. It sounds interesting. I love I do love the other world, fantasy world with sword, might and magic. Because I am a D&D player. I've been playing D&D for like 9 years. I've been role playing
Yep.
for like 13. So yeah, I'm
feel
down
that.
for that.
Do you want to rock paper scissors to see who goes next, DC?
Well, no, because you're lagging. I'll just cheat.
Okay. Well, okay.
I'll let you
fine.
go. Let you go.
Okay, I'll go next. Mine. Now this was hard to pick from, but mine was My Hero Academia, my number 1 world to live in.
Really? My hero.
Well, what is it like? 80% of the population gets a quirk, or like any
Like
quirk.
90. Yeah.
90.
But unless you're a hero, you can't use it.
Well, you see, I'm assuming for all of this one, I'm assuming I'm not an NPC, so I'm not a background character. If choosing My Hero Academia is because I do not want to be just the background.
So
I will
you want to go to UA or
I
want to
go to UA. Yes, I will go. I will be
get into UA. Get into
a
another
hero. I would have a cool quirk, and hopefully.
All right. What quirk would you have? If you're gonna live in this world, what quirk would you have?
Oh, you can't ask me that. I don't know.
Because
No.
I've got a few.
No, you.
I've got a few quirks.
like maybe like shape shifting. I don't like fire. I could get along with any superpower because I am normal average human and it's stupid.
All right, look, I've got quirks, man. Chain making, where you can create chains from your body to like shoot out and grapple things and pull things to you and bind up your enemies.
Okay,
You can
okay,
have
that's
chitin creation, the little hard shells that bugs have. The chitin.
oh yeah, like
Yeah,
Kirishima's like the hardening quirk similar to
yeah,
that, but
but
you make
you
like
create
your
you create actual like the material itself to go over your body, which you can
okay.
then morph into other objects like spears, knives,
Edward
swords,
Elric's
whatever.
clap, the hands he turns.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Okay,
Boom,
gotcha.
chitin blade from your arm. Yes.
Okay.
Then you got stuff like, oh, the ability to stand on any surface. Now, I will state surface because air technically has a surface. There's
So
a
instead of
tension there.
flying, you'll just be casually
You just
walking
run.
along the side.
You just run across the
Naruto run,
air. You just like,
Naruto run.
yeah, just across the air. See, there's so many awesome quirks you could have. I'm just saying.
Your imagination is really the limit for that one, and I
I have a
honestly
large
do
imagination.
not know at all, like off the top of my head, because there's just so many, and you can't just be like, my quirk is all of them. You
No,
can't.
no,
I mean, I
unless
guess I guess I could go with the
unless
all
you're
for
one
one,
for all.
or
Yeah.
one for all.
One
I
for
mean, yeah.
all for one.
All for one.
My quirk is
I mean,
everything.
yeah, I'll just go with that one. Just everything,
My quirk is everything. What is yours? See,
everything.
my number one is One Piece. Because one, I love pirates. Two, I love the ocean. Three, I love adventure. Four, I love fantasy. Five, I love future tech. One Piece has everything. It's got robots. It's got dinosaurs. It's got pirates. It's got space travel. Because I mean, spoilers, people. Surprise! There's gonna be spoilers in this section of our discussions of why we want to be in these worlds. But Enel travels off to Infinite Birth, which is just the moon, and yeah, you could be a Logia user, or you could be a Zoan user, transform into an awesome animal. I could be a cheetah man and have like super speed, or I could be an awesome swordsman like Zoro and just beat people down with pure killing intent.
You made me pick one. Now you pick one.
Oh, a Devil's Fruit power? I want laws. I
Yeah.
want the Operation Fruit.
I don't know what that is.
So the Opie Opie Me is what it's called, or Opie Opie no Me. It's the Operation Fruit. It has the ability to create a room where the person who has the Devil's Fruit controls everything within that room. So he can cut through anything, but it doesn't kill the target because it's the ultimate fruit for an operation. You can slice your target in half, and then you can get into their body and take out, tumors or whatever. Boom, put
Kinky.
them back together. Yeah, kind of. But what I like about it and what he does with it is he can rearrange any of the parts that he cuts off onto other people, or he can cut their hearts out, switch them around, and switch their personalities.
Oh,
So it
nice.
has so many uses, and it's so awesome.
The Otaku Empire
it.
says, "Nah, DC gets the jacket, no me."
No, I don't want the jacket, no me.
What
I
is
don't want to
what
be
is jacket, no me?
Okay, so the jacket, no me. The person who has the Devil's Fruit becomes a jacket that another person can put on, and they kind of gain control over that person, and they gain. Yes,
It's like
yes,
a Selkie skin, like for the
yeah,
Lord, it's Selkie skin.
yeah. It's so weird, but
I'll wear
you can
you like a
put
jacket. I'll
you
wear
can
you
put
like
them
a jacket.
on, and then they get to combine the two powers. So if you're already
Fusion.
strong, yeah, kind of. It's literally kind of like a fusion, but no, Opie Opie no Me is the best. Or you just go ahead and you get the dark, and you just start making black holes and stuff because that's pretty awesome too.
That would be pretty awesome.
I had one character that had the pocket fruit, which just allowed him to create pocket dimensions.
Oh,
And so he had like different pockets for different things. We had like a barrel pocket, an ammo pocket, a cannon
you
pocket.
could create a pocket just to throw bad guys in. That would be kind of handy.
I did, but it turns out there's no air in. So
Well,
I
it
have
eliminates the bad guys.
Well, he found that out.
That's great. Malamar, do you have another anime world you'd like to live in? Number two, perhaps?
Honestly, it's kind of similar. It's a similar world. It would be from Konosuba, this Konosuba world, because it has a great like the adventure cards where like you could adapt new abilities and different things like that. I'd love that aspect of that world.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be basic, but I just like that sort of adventure.
Yeah, that's what One Piece is cool. You go on an adventure, you go find One Piece. You know, you go be a pirate or a marine, whatever. Pirate more awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I've never heard of that one, of that anime either.
I
So
hadn't either, but I love animes that I just love adventure animes.
yeah, adventure animes are great. Action adventure shonen, yeah, they're all awesome.
What's your number two? What's your number two?
Me
Angels?
now, number 2 is a tie because they're similar. Okay, and I'm gonna mention them both.
Malamar has 5 Isekis on his list. Otaku Empire. It's just all
Nice.
Isekis.
Well, hey, it works out. It's okay. My number 2 is Digimon and Pokemon.
Oh, it's not
Digimon was one of my, as I said before, was one of my gateway anime. Digimon Adventure 1 and 2. Just to be clear, it holds a special spot in my heart.
So
Those worlds.
What Digimon would you have, and why is it Agumon?
It's not Agumon.
Oh well.
If it was not my own one I created when I was like 8, which I'm not gonna go into, it would probably be a Patamon because Patamon are adorable. Patamon's my favorite.
Who's the one that evolves into Devimon? I want that one.
Demi Devimon.
I want Demi Devimon. That's my.
Or actually,
that's my
no,
choice.
I might have a Palmon because Gaudamon's her champion level. I know way too much about Digimon. Don't.
Devimon is amazing.
Devimon killed Angemon. Spoiler for 1990s
We
Digimon.
already explained. There's gonna be spoilers. All right.
But yeah, and then Digimon and Pokemon, you get a cool little partner.
Pokemon?
You go to a strange.
What Pokemon?
Which generation?
Just any Pokemon. You get one main Pokemon.
Oh, one main Pokemon? Raichu. Raichu's my boo. I love Raichu. Not Pikachu. Pikachu's cute, but Raichu's my favorite. My little zappy mouth.
Isekai. No, it's whatever I say it is, Otaku Empire. It's whatever I say it is.
Take a shot every time we mispronounce something.
Take a shot every time we mispronounce a Japanese word. No. For starter Pokemon, if you could have one starter Pokemon, because you're gonna be, and this is for you, Malamar.
That's a
one
hard
starter Pokemon.
One starter Pokemon.
Why is
Probably
it
a Charmander.
Yes,
Charmander.
Thank you.
Because he evolves into Charizard, and Charizard can fly, and then he can evolve to Charizard X, which is a dragon fire, and I love dragon Pokemon.
Yeah,
but then if I had to choose some more, there'd definitely be an Espeon on my team, definitely every time.
Umbreon.
And Espeon.
Yeah, Umbreon.
Espeon.
Yeah, Umbreon.
Espeon with bite, so she can take out other psychics. But I don't know. It's hard because I have certain Pokemon that I absolutely love. So
Gengar, Alakazam. 2 main ones I need to have.
Alakazam's not bad, but that's special.
Gengar and Alakazam. Gengar, Alakazam, Mewtwo.
Gengar is OP.
Yeah, Gengar.
Okay, we're getting on too much Pokemon right now. Malamar, did you choose your starter? Your starter.
Yeah, my starter would have to be Trico.
Trico! I love Trico. Trico 3. Trico's adorable.
I'm disappointed it's not Charmander.
At least it wasn't Bulbasaur. I'm just kidding. I actually really like Bulbasaur. I like Bulbasaur.
I used to
like Bulbasaur.
And then I found Trico.
If you had to be in the Pokemon world, I mean, you're walking around. You're throwing Pokeballs at creatures, which, from my experience in the Pokemon roleplay, is a bunch of bull. I'm not going to say the other part of that. It's just a bunch of bull, because I'll let you know, there's many times that in the roleplay, it's just been chucking a Pokeball at a creature, just get in the Pokeball! It's annoying!
It's just Pokemon Go all over again, man.
That's why I would not want to be in the Pokemon world. Just too much chucking Pokeball. Get in there! It doesn't work out. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I think I would just have my Pokemon stand on top of it, and I'd just go over and punch it in the head.
just pin it down so I can beat it.
Right? Because if you have this level 60 and you're trying to catch that level 10, just go grab it in your mouth and let's get out of here. We'll put it in a Pokeball later.
Grab it. We'll just throw it in a Pokeball later. It's fine. It'll work out.
It'll be fine. It's fine.
Charmander, what a normie! What a normie! Because Charmander's the best.
Dragon.
Yeah,
Dragon.
Exactly. Dragons are awesome. Fire-breathing dragons are amazing.
I
My
have
number 2
dragons up
world.
there.
Yeah. If I had to choose a number 2 world to like, what world am I gonna be in? Bleach. It's Bleach. It's Bleach.
Bleach.
And I'm
Bleach is good.
not gonna be, you know, I'm not gonna be a full brain. I'm not gonna be a Quincy. I'm gonna be a Shinigami or a Hollow. I will accept the Hollow fate. And
Would
if
you
I
have?
go,
What's your
yeah.
Zanpakuto? What's your Zanpakuto?
Oh, it's Scythe. It's a Wind Scythe. Heck yeah,
Nice,
100%. A
nice.
Scythe that has wind control. 100%. Just just unleashing tornadoes with my Scythe.
That would be
Or
awesome.
if I have to be a Hollow, like, because I mean, if I get turned into a Hollow, I'm just gonna honestly full in and be like, I'm going
Just
down
gonna
the
go with
fastest
it.
path.
You're just gonna
I'm
run with
eating
it.
everything.
I
And
would
that's a
probably have
disaster.
I would probably
No,
have a
yo, Jack, not a
Zanpakuto
full brain.
that is bigger than I am, just for the hilarity
well,
of it.
yeah,
And
that's
no,
that's
like
what the
Thor's
Scythe is for.
hammer, but it's a big sword,
Yeah,
and
you gotta swing around.
no one can lift it but me. And it's yes, it'd have to be like Cloud's Buster sword, just absolutely ridiculously OP massive.
See, but if you had to be a Hollow, you get one power. I choose Puppet Master. If I have one power, I'm choosing Puppet Master, and I'm making minions. Let's go,
Ooh,
my little minions.
that's a good one. I can't choose that one. I am woefully behind in Bleach too, because that's another one I was watching with somebody
It's
else.
so good. It's so good.
Yeah,
I prefer to be the Shinigami, go around with a katana and the scythe, and cut up some hollows. It'd be awesome.
yes. Malamar, have you seen Bleach?
I have seen like the first 5 episodes. That's about all I've gotten.
Oh, it's so
Kind of
good.
hard to make you pick a Zanpakuto if you don't know much about
Yeah.
it.
It's so good though. You get to choose so many awesome abilities.
Chase Griffin Smith says compensating for height with sword. Yes,
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 that's
I
how you
am.
have to do
Okay,
it.
I am short. I am short. You leave my
Fucking-
sword size out of this. Size doesn't matter. Let's
Sometimes
fit.
sometimes that's all you can do. You just gotta compensate for the lack of your height, for your giant weapon that you just fling at the enemy. Just yeah.
There's no argument.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
can't argue
see?
with me if you're dead.
Excellent. All right. Do we have time? I think we got time for more. Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
go
we got
for
some
number
time.
3. We always got time. We got all the time we need.
What's Malamar? What's your third? And
My
why is it Dragon
third?
Ball Z?
Ooh, that's not Dragon Ball Z.
No. Why is it Dragon Ball?
Oh, why is it Dragon Ball Z? I don't know. You gotta power up sometime.
Yeah, we all gotta become Super Saiyans.
When I was a little kid, he didn't invite me to his birthday party. Sorry.
Saiyan Rage.
Do you have a number
So-
3?
If it was it's kind of going off of the fantasy, more kind of supernatural. But
Yes.
I like the Demon Slayer world.
Yes.
I have not
Yeah,
seen
gotta slay
any
some
of your top
demons.
picks. I've not seen any of your top picks. I'm so sorry. I do want to watch that one. It is on my list.
Yo, Jack says DBZ. Nah, I don't want to live in a world that's constantly in trouble.
Constantly breaking.
Constantly has to be wished back.
Somebody
Always
snip that tail. Snip that tail.
Yeah. But no, being in the Demon Slayer. I mean, aside from the demons, just like the breaths, having all the cool
Yeah.
breaths. What breath would you have though? Like, are you going breath of water, breath of love, breath of poison, breath of the snake? Or are
I
you
don't know.
making your own?
I think the most the craziest one would be the breath of electric. You know, the electric one where he's just like,
Oh yeah,
going in really fast.
yeah.
Because if you can't see him, there's nothing that's gonna stop you.
But why not Breath of the Beast? I like Breath of the Beast.
Nah.
Come on.
Okay, since you guys have seen this and I haven't, you guys give me a breath that, match me.
I don't know, cause see, the breath is like everyone has their own style. So
Yeah.
the breaths are like the breath of the beast is done by this character that was raised by boars. He was raised by monsters in the forest.
Raised by monsters.
Suki,
I
best
gotcha.
husbando. Yes, he is. Yes, Yojay, best. Love him. He
I'll
is the
watch it. It's on my
You
list.
should. There's like a lot of weird things where you have one character um only mastered one sword move. His whole breath style, he has like all of these moves. He only mastered one, and that's it. He just
Oh
has the
no.
one. The
What
first
what was it
part
that
is so
why is my
disappointing.
brain doing the thing where it forgets things? I
That's a
think
good
it was
question.
Bruce Lee that says if you try 1,000 different punches or
Yeah,
master one punch 1,000 times. What was
I
that
fear
quote?
the man who mastered 1,000 times rather than
Yes, yes,
1,000.
that's the one. Yo Jack says Inosuke or
Inosuke.
Inosuke. Inosuke. Sorry. Don't
Inosuke.
don't slap
He's
me.
Inosuke to me.
Inosuke.
He's
Is that right? Did I
he's
get it right?
Dogsuki.
Inosuke. Yes.
He's
Okay, my number
Dogsuki.
3 is another little tie. This one's a three-way tie because once again they're all very similar. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Fairy Tail, and Naruto. Because they're all very similar.
You can't put Naruto in Tail.
Yes, I can. It's it's
You
it's a
can't.
different world and like
You just
everybody has
can't.
arguably magic powers chakra. It's still
One is one. Two of them are based more reality.
and Fairy Tale dragons. But it's just it goes back to the same thing, alternate world, getting
What
superpowers
do you even
because
see? What do you in Fairy Tale? Because I'll be honest, my number
oh,
three is Fairy
I'm a
Tale.
dragon slayer. I'm a dragon slayer
Ah,
all
come on,
day.
God Slayer, God Slayer.
No. Dragon.
Heck yeah, God Slayer,
Dragon.
God Slayer. Be a
My
God Slayer.
literal icon for my channel is a dragon. I have
Be a
so
God.
much love for dragon.
Why do you want to kill him
Dragon.
then? Why do you
Dragon,
want to
not
kill
lizard.
him
I don't
then?
do that tongue thing.
Why do you want to kill the dragons then?
No. Have you watched the show?
I have, yes. I'm making a joke.
Okay. No, and not a lacrima dragon
No,
slayer.
you
No,
want
I've
to be
not watched all of
dragon
it.
slayer.
I've not watched all of it. But like
You wanna,
actually
yeah.
raised by dragons, dragon slayer.
See, but why not be a God Slayer, and then you have God abilities?
And how
Heck
many god
yeah.
slayers get their behinds kicked by a dragon slayer?
Oh, that's just because they're not main characters. Come on.
Once again,
Not part of the main cast.
yeah,
See,
you
'cause,
right. You right.
again, I've done Fairy Tale role plays. I had a character that was the alcohol God Slayer. So his whole thing was he made alcohol, but the problem is he couldn't get drunk because that was his food.
Got you. Got you. I
But
understand.
my buddy was role playing as the Fire Dragon Slayer. So you had the alcohol god slayer
Oh
teamed
no.
up with the fire
no.
dragon slayer, and they
Oh
would go
no.
off on missions together. And let's just say our guildmaster was not happy.
Jeez.
Many towns were burning. It was fun.
Just massive explosions everywhere. Malamar, have you seen Fairy Tale? Would you be
Yes, I have.
what would you be in that world?
I was really how do you say? I was more excited about the ice making.
Ice
Ice
Snake?
Heck yeah.
Yes.
What,
Ice
well,
Snake's good.
that's also interesting because there's ice make, there's wood make,
Yeah.
there's
There's
like
make
any
magic.
any
Make
make you can
magic.
think of.
Maker
And
magic.
it would be so cool to have like steel make though, because like
There
Steel
probably
Dragon Slayer,
is.
Gajil, the greatest character in Fairy Tale.
What did you just say? What
Gajil,
this
the
is
greatest character in Fairy Tale. Yeah.
Gonjil? Gonjil? Gonjil?
Gajil. It's not
Gonjil?
God. It's not
No,
God.
Gon. G-A-N. Gonjil. That's how
That
it's
is
pronounced.
not how
Gonjil.
it's spelled in the manga.
Well,
It
that's
is
a translation
G-A-J.
error. Well, that's how it
Was-
sounds. That's how it sounds. Gonjil.
Gajil sounds better than Gonjil. We're gonna argue that because Gajil sounds better.
Well, you know,
I see you.
It does a little
I'm
bit.
watching.
But
I'm watching.
I can't tell you what sounds better. I'll save it for the pre-show or the post-show. Sorry. I'll save it for the post-show.
We'll save it. We'll talk about it in post.
All right, what's your number 3, DC?
Like I agree. I agreed Fairy Tale, so I'll pick another one. It's fine. And I'm gonna go close to Malamar with the supernatural. I'm gonna go Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu Yu Hakusho. I love supernatural stuff. I love demons. I love psychic abilities. And I mean, being a spirit detective would be, main character thing probably. I'm fine with not being the main character. I'm fine with being a Kuwabara. I'm fine with being, someone else lower on the rung. Kuwabara only had a sword that could cut through dimensions. Ooh, I'm cool with that. It's fine.
Yojack says, "Someone say Avatar so we can have the debate. What is an anime debate? We're
That's
saving
a
that for
whole
another time.
talk.
We're
No,
saving that for another time.
that's a
Sorry,
whole
Avatar is amazing, but we're saving
Avatar
that
is
for another time.
wonderful. Being a bender would be awesome. Who wouldn't
Yes,
want to be an
I would
amazing
love to
bender?
be a bender. Yes, I'm not
Malamar,
even gonna ask
best
you what
bending.
tribe. We'll save that.
Oh,
No,
come on.
no,
You gotta
we'll
ask what's
save
best
that.
bending. Because
Okay, fine,
we gotta be in this world too. If we
fine,
want to be in
fine.
the
Do it, do it,
of
do it, do it.
Avatar,
Malamar, have you seen
Yes.
Avatar? I mean,
Yes.
hopefully
how
everybody's seen it.
who hasn't seen Avatar?
If
And if
you haven't seen it, you get off
go
the stream and go
you
watch it
go
right now.
watch it. I don't
Go
care
now,
now. We,
now, or DC's
mommy,
Void's gonna visit your room.
yes, mommy and daddy are gonna scream at you. Watch
Yes, it's gonna
Avatar.
happen.
So
Oh,
best
sorry.
bending,
Go ahead.
Malamar. Best bending.
Best bending? Air.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Heck yes! Heck yes! The most underrated bending.
Yeah. Well, it's I seen like a spreadsheet where like like water has the blood bending and all that.
Yeah.
So there's a spreadsheet where air can actually control a void
Yes!
because you can
You-
empty
you-
all the air out from the space.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
make your
you're
own
right.
little combustions. Like,
Mhm.
and you don't need to, if you go with the Korra, you don't need to separate your ties to the world to fly around. You just wrap yourself in air and fly,
Yep.
man. Heck
You're
yeah.
right.
You can make air
Can
sickles.
I choose
No.
Avatar for mine?
No, all bending is all bending the best
All
bending.
bending, all
That's just
bending,
not fair.
all bending, best bending. But probably if I had to choose one, fire, because I get lightning and fire, and that's pretty awesome.
I agree, Yo Jack. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce his name. But
Zahir?
Zahir.
Zahir.
Z. Yes,
Zahir.
he's the best villain. Best villain.
Yeah.
I also like I like fire for combustion because combustion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am combustion man. That was a great time. All right.
I gotta admit.
Now,
Though, air is best, and then I have to go with water or earth.
water's good too. All of them good. All bending, best bending.
Just air bending's the best because you can do it almost anywhere.
I want to
I'd have to say
mention
air, fire, earth, then water.
Yeah, I like water just for utility though. Just
Yeah.
ice. Yeah,
and
it's cool.
water, so you don't die. You need it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, it's not a necessity.
Now I had a few honorable mentions, and I promise this will be quick. I'm gonna say them all, and this is only if I'm the main character. Only if.
you're the main character.
Only if I'm the main character will I be in this universe. Death Note, Tokyo Ghoul, and High School of the Dead. Killing
agree with
people,
Tokyo
killing
Ghoul.
people, and killing zombies.
JoJo's,
That's it.
chat, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, best world, best outfits, best sad.
It's me, Dio.
No, I don't want to be in JoJo. No, not as anything.
Chotoro. But
Well,
come on,
supposed to
some of
be.
the best memes have. I just started watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and it shook me when I first saw the ending. I'm like, "That's really the ending? Wait, that's where that meme came from? The ending, the
Ellis-
outro."
Yo Jack says Ella's protagonist. Let's be real. True. Truth.
Well, I'm Team Light.
Yeah.
I'm Team Light in
Team
Death Note. Team Light.
If I'm
Kill
gonna choose,
everybody.
Honorable mention is any Gundam, and I would agree with you. Only as a main character. Only as a main character do I want to be in the Gundam universe. Only if I get to rock a Gundam, not if I have to rock a Zaku, because I'm gonna die, and I don't want to die. I want to rock the Gundam till the end of time. All right.
You don't want to be the red shirt? No red shirt for you?
No. Who wants to be the red shirt in Star Trek? You don't want that.
What about you, Malamar?
He is the red shirt.
Hands down, only main character, Overlord.
Overlord?
Yes,
I've
if
never
you want to be
seen
the main
that one.
character.
Never seen that one.
My buddy is super into it. because necromancy. He loves necromancy.
Yes, yeah, I haven't seen that one. That's another one that's on my very, very and slowly ever expanding list.
Yes, the list should.
Oh, so many things.
We got,
So many things.
we got tons of things to talk about.
Hey, why don't you guys put your favorite anime world? Chase already did that, but in the chat below.
Otaku Empire approved of Overlord, says Otaku Empire. We have made it true. It is approved. So is Trigun apparently. That was also.
I'm actually surprised Trigun was not on your list this time, DC.
I don't want to live in a world where I'm gonna have to go through the desert for 3 days to get to water. All right, I don't want to live in a world where I'm not Vash the Stampede, where I have
But
to
even
just
if
live
you
with
were
Vash's
Vash the Stampede,
actions.
even if you were Vash the Stampede, you would still have to go to the desert for 3 days.
Exactly. But at least
to find water.
At least then I'm functionally immortal. I mean, that's fine. I'm cool with that. But no, I don't want to be like, oh yeah, no, I'm just traveling around, and then the gun-ho guns show up, and it's like, oh great, town's gonna get destroyed. Better move on with my day. I'm not fighting these freaks. Just saying.
Malamar, do you have anything to add to that?
Why don't you just take the town and move it somewhere else?
yes.
Push!
Just pack up the plant. Pack up the plant, pack it all up, put it on the sand steamer, move it away. Yeah, comment down below. Let us know what anime world you all live in. Give us those sweet comments.
We love them. We love them all.
Yes, tell us.
All right.
And tell us what your favorite starter was too. Because if you're gonna live in Pokemon, we need to know what your favorite starter is gonna be.
And why not your Digimon partner too? And just all of the things we talked about, drop them in the comments. Like, what's your fairy tale class? I guess all of it, just all of it.
What magic are you? And why is it Godslayer?
I'm just all magic all the time. All of the things.
See, you can have manipulation magic, and then you're just every.
Yes.
I manipulate air. I manipulate fire. I manipulate wind. It's got to be there.
I'll give you something to manipulate.
I'll give you something.
All right. This week on Anime Club.
Yes, Anime Club.
Discuss the Anime Club.
What did we watch this week, Angels? What did
we watch?
What did we watch? And then what did you watch?
Okay, well, we watched Another Baccano, episode 3, and the movie In This Corner of the World. Well, you didn't watch that.
I didn't.
You didn't watch that. Shame, dong dong.
You can try to shame
dong,
me.
dong.
You can try.
Shame.
But I feel like I dodged them. So.
No. It was something, but we might get to that. We might.
I think we got time.
I really think we had some interesting episodes this time.
Yes.
I really do. I really do.
Malamar is going to be completely lost.
I am
Poor
already.
Malamar. Poor Malamar. You cut out there. You still there?
Otaku Empire. That movie is not to DC's taste. You
Too
are very
bad.
accurate.
Too bad. Too bad. Too bad. Too bad.
Too
shame.
bad. Too
dong,
bad.
Dong.
You can't shame this.
I shame hard.
No, I have to ask, Belmar, have you seen Baccano or Another?
You cut out. I'm sorry.
Have you seen Baccano or Another at all? Like
Another?
Any of it
Oh,
ever?
I've seen Another, but I haven't seen Baccano.
Can you not?
Okay, we'll start off discussing Another, and we watched episode 3. To jog your memory, Umbrella.
Yes, Umbrella.
But we'll get to that. Yes, that was the episode. But first,
umbrella.
I would like to discuss the opening of Another, which is, even though it's really creepy, it's still good. I do not skip the openings in these animes. I love them. I watch them every time. The artist.
I can't do Another's open. I just can't.
It's you don't like the creepy dolls, you big baby. Chase Griffin Smith in chat says Blaziken Fire Chicken OP, and the Otaku Empire
no,
says
not the umbrella. Oh god.
Yes, the umbrella. And then if you watch the movie, that umbrella has many meanings, and my mind is very confused.
There's at least I think a meaning to everything in the anime. Like
Yeah,
every
yeah.
episode has
Yes.
some sort of meaning.
The
That you
doll
can go into.
opening that Angels is mentioning has meanings.
Okay, so the artist for
Sounds
the doll opening is Ali Project, and the title is Nightmare Contagion. Human
that
Denson.
that fits. That makes sense.
Yes.
That logics to me.
And if you give them a Google, they are beautiful. They are amazing. It's a Japanese band. And some of their other songs is Domain of the Holy Girl, Sword of the Demon Emperor, and Kneel Down and Lick My Feet.
I like Sword of the Demon Emperor.
I
That
like
sounds
Kneel
like
Down and
that
Lick
sounds
My
like
Feet.
a fun time.
That's a song I could get behind. Kneel down and
This-
lick my feet. Just don't really lick them. Just don't really lick them. I don't
uh,
like my
don't
feet touched.
don't
Just kneel
don't
down. Bow down. Bow
yeah.
down. Just bow down. I'm good with that.
Don't be all Jacksepticeye. Give me them toes.
Give me them toes.
So,
All right.
do you got your notes for another? Holy crud!
I always have my notes. I'm a good
What
noodle.
what didn't happen in this episode? What didn't happen?
So much. So we start off right back in that shop where we left. And
Yes,
yes, and it gives a
more
little
creepy
recap.
dolls.
Yes, all the creepy dolls, and it gives a little recap. And then May is taking off her eye patch.
Yeah, woo.
And you were right.
I
What
know.
is it?
I
You
know.
were right.
I
will
called
give you
it.
that. I
I
will give
called
you
it.
that.
It's a fake eye. I called it. I was so happy. I was like, yes, I called it. It's gonna be a doll eye.
And
And
it was a dull glass eye, and it looked like the same eye of that doll in the coffin
did.
too.
Yes,
Yes,
exactly.
yes. And she said it sees things that should remain unseen. Very
Yes.
spoop. Very
Yeah, very
spoopy.
spoopy boopy.
Max spoop.
The eye that sees the should not see.
Yeah. So like, how can it see it all? It's a glass doll eye, but
And then
whatever.
we got a super duper duper creepy discussion about the dolls being hollow and thus full of void, and the void seeks to be filled. So when you're down there, she's all
Yeah.
like, "Do you feel like something's being taken from you?" The void
See,
seeks to be filled, so it
what
pulls it.
she said in the dub is the dolls are hollow, you see, and body and soul connects them with death. They try to
Death
fill
because
that
of the
emptiness. Ask and then ask Koichi if he feels uncomfortable.
yeah,
She's like, "Does that make you uncomfortable?"
kind of, yeah.
No, it's fine. This is
I'm
fine.
legally obligated to say yes.
Yeah, yeah, no, yeah. She specifically stated that hollow things seek to be. It's just like that's a different anime.
Yes,
Very different
it
anime.
is. But and then they start talking about the Studio M. Like what is Studio M? And it's a doll
Yeah,
maker studio.
the
Pretty
Dollmaker
much.
Studio. The artist is Kirika.
Kiriku?
Kirika.
Kiriku. I
Yeah,
can't read my own handwriting. I wrote fast.
it was Kirika. Yeah, Kirika makes the
And then
doll.
they had this little conversation. Sorry for interrupting you.
Oh God, yeah, that whole
Koichi
conversation.
Koichi asked her why the doll looks like May, and she just responds with, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then he's like, when I first met you, weren't you holding a doll? And she just, I was.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
it was like, was I? Yeah,
I
it's just
love
like,
how he doesn't ask any more questions
yeah,
about it.
no follow up questions to that. He's just like, all right, I guess.
Yeah. And then he's like, I heard there was a girl that died in the day, was a doll for her. And she didn't answer.
Yeah,
She
just
didn't answer him. Yeah, she just kind of stared at him. Really.
He's like, who was she? You know, like what's going on?
And then he sits there and thinks about the call with the nurse, and he asks her about her family and sisters.
Did you notice that when he was remembering the call with the nurse, it didn't have the static? She was just talking normal, and I was like,
it did.
Are you telling me the static was a plot block and that he heard everything? It was just we that didn't? Are we getting unreliable narrator now?
Either that or he blocked it out at that point in time, and then he just remembered it clearly. Yeah.
Or it's the weird curse thing that's going on.
It's very possible. And why he's having this little revelation moment, he figures out that she's dead.
Well, maybe.
I think that's how I interpret it. That's how I interpreted it. He figures out that something's going on, and he goes, "Why are you?" And she goes, Why indeed?
And don't forget we get a phone call from Grandma,
Yes.
which plot blocks us
And then, but yeah, there's like a
because
big old,
she starts
yeah.
telling us the story all over again about
She starts telling us the story, and because he keeps asking, and she's sitting here repeating like her warnings, like I told you not to get too
yeah, I
close and
told you
stuff
not
like
to.
that. And
I'm
she
super
starts going
creepy.
into like 23 years ago about class 3. Student was
Yeah,
loved by all, we know that.
yeah.
And then
She
there's like
died.
some sort of mass hysteria, maybe. I
Well,
don't
well,
know.
the weird thing is that you notice she said that the story she heard, she died in a plane accident or
Yeah.
something. But there's
It
like
was.
stories of a car accident, of like all this other stuff, like a house
Mhm.
fire, and it's just like
Yeah.
none of them line up.
No.
And then
But it doesn't matter really. They kind of said, however, she died. She died.
yeah, and then everyone just sort of was like, "Well, she's still here," and
Yeah.
that sort of got me thinking
So the
that
whole class just kind of
yeah,
agrees
yeah.
that they're just going to keep pretending. And then
I
everybody
think
does.
yeah, but I think that there's definitely like that class did something.
There's a
That
reason.
class did
Yes, there's
something.
got to be a reason that
Yeah,
maybe they did.
there's no way that all
Sorry, loud noises.
that creepy stuff is going down, and that class was just like, because why else would they fake that she's still there? Why else would they need to pretend she's still there? You know?
Yes, and then we go to that class photo where she talked about like how they took the class photo
And she
and
was there.
she was there. Did you notice that they might just happen to look a little similar?
Just a little bit, yeah.
Just
You know,
exactly the same.
it's you know, it's
And
a
this was 23 years ago. That has been
yeah.
stated many times. So who knows what's going on with that? And
But
just as about she's about ready to divulge into more.
plot block,
Plop block, grandma,
grandma
grandma
calls,
calls, grandma
and we don't
calls.
hear grandma's conversation because it's invisible.
It's invisible grandma, so we don't even get
Yeah.
to hear her this time. And then after grandma's conversation, the shop keeps like it's closing time, and Koichi looks
Yeah.
around and May is gone.
And May's gone. May has disappeared.
She's just gone.
She's good at that.
Then we jump to class.
Yeah, that was kind of a weird, like kind of like a jarring
Hmm.
change. It was just a weird transition to class, and I was like, wait, what?
At least it wasn't a creepy doll this time.
Yeah, but I will state we're not at Baccano yet, but there is a very interesting similarity in these two episodes, which is the jumping around.
Yes, yes,
Because
there is.
in another we jump around from the classroom, some scenes of him at home, then back to the classroom.
Mhm.
It feels very disambiguous. It's not like one solid scene. It's getting these weird intertwined moments that don't seem to really line up yet.
Yeah,
Question mark. Like
yeah.
yeah,
I've still got so many questions for both of them. And yeah, and they're
but
just go to their classroom, and the kids are
we
just
get
talking
we get
about
the we get the friendship moment, the beautiful friendship moment
yeah,
with
and they're just oh, I ship the jock and the nerd friends. I ship them.
why can't they just be friends? They can just be good buds. Come
No,
on.
real
Yeah.
really good buds.
No.
Really
There's
really good
no.
buds. Yes,
They
I
got it.
ship
They
it.
just
I
no. They
ship
Locker
it.
room buds.
yeah, my
Yes.
locker room buddy.
Yes. You know, you scratch
No.
my back, I'll scratch yours. You know what I mean? You
Scratch my
know. Good buddies. Really good buddies. But they're just talking about their friendship and then their high school and career
yeah.
counseling
They've
and
been
all that kind of fun
yeah.
stuff.
He's one of them's trying to go to that good school, and then that gets to the topic of oh, Yo Jax is way too good friends.
He ships it too. High five, yo, Jack. High five.
But we get that the high school discussion, which where they ask the main character, "Oh, where are you gonna go?" And he's like, "Well, my dad comes back, so high school in Tokyo."
Yeah.
And that's when I'm getting Akazawa. I'm getting stalker vibes from Akazawa because
Yes.
she's
Is
all
that's
like,
Pigtail Girl, right?
"Yeah, that's pigtails."
Yes,
Because
Pigtail
she's
Girl.
like,
To clarify our very specific labeling system.
yeah, she's like, "Where are you going?" And she's like, "Oh, I might go to high school in Tokyo too, but if I do, I'll be all alone." And I'm like, I mean,
And
That's
then somebody
signal.
called her
She's
out. Somebody called her
yeah,
out on it too. They're like, "I thought you were going to other place,"
yeah, and
and
she's
she's
like,
just like, "No, I didn't decide.
yeah,
It's fine." No, she definitely's got a thing for Koichi.
she
Definitely,
oh
she
yeah,
is laying it out there. She's
she's
writing it on the whiteboard. She's got a thing.
she's
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 got
just
a
like,
thing.
what up, what up? Here's my cards. What up?
And he's completely oblivious. He's just
I
like,
know. It's
eh,
like, dude, come on.
eh.
I mean, aside from the stalker vibe, she cute.
Is this a girl? You know, the pigeon.
What
Is this a girl?
is it? What? And then the same thing. Glasses girl. She kind of throws off like the same vibe because we're jumping around and
Hmm.
we're jumping around because the episode jumps around. Like we get the high school discussion, then school kind of over, and I was like, oh okay, because now it's raining, and they're like, oh, did you get an umbrella?
Umbrellas.
Yeah, I didn't think I needed one. She's like, oh,
Umbrellas.
I'll walk you home, and he's like, oh,
Yes, I called her short hair girl in my notes.
I call her glasses.
Short hair
That's
girl.
her.
She got little
That's her
flowers
main.
in her hair.
She's the only one. She's like one of the few people with
Why you got to
glasses.
pick on the ocularly challenged, DC?
I am ocularly challenged. My eyes.
That doesn't make
It's
it okay. That doesn't make it
does
okay. Does not.
does.
You
I
got to
like
call people
I
out for
like
being different.
I like girls with glasses, so it's fine.
Oh, jeez. You hear that? He
Yeah,
likes girls with glasses. He likes them.
but yeah. So
And then they kind of
she's
walk home and share the umbrella, and it's
well,
cute.
yeah. But they also kind of bring up the before they leave, they bring up that Misaki is a taboo subject. Like
Mm-hmm.
even that because then we get the teacher who's like, oh yeah, no, we got to do something. Like you can't. You just gotta stop mentioning it. It was
Yeah,
really weird.
that was pretty weird. And he, like when she first came up to him and we like talked to him about the umbrella, he was just standing all alone in the class,
That
just
is,
looking out the
that is,
window, just being
that
kind of
is
creepy.
that is later Otaku Empire. We'll bring that little one up.
Hey, hey, Otaku Empire, quit spoiling things.
Yeah, spoil into the discussion. The answer is
Yeah,
no, by the way. No.
don't mind me.
I'm
Don't
minding you now.
refilling my beverage. I
So
must keep.
yeah, we get the teacher who's like, oh, that's we don't do that. Don't bring that up. She just kind of like tries to sweep it away,
Yeah,
and then
yeah, yeah,
we cut to drunk auntie.
yeah. Drunk auntie.
She
Oh,
just
did
comes
wait,
back.
wait, wait, wait. There was something they discussed on the walk home that piqued my interest.
Oh yeah,
Is that yeah? They're talking about class trips, and they
yeah.
went yeah, and then
Usually it
the
happens in the third year, but they say they do theirs in the eighth year.
yeah,
Eighth
yeah.
year
It
spring or eighth year
usually goes in the eighth grade fall, or
yeah,
it used to
ninth grade fall,
be in the ninth grade spring, but they went
ninth
in
grade
eighth
spring,
grade
but they do it in eighth
fall.
grade. Yeah, it's odd.
But yeah, she said something like they changed it to that. Like, I
Yeah,
wonder
and
why.
it's
Maybe
like a
death
recent
and
change.
murder. I don't
Yeah,
know.
everyone dies.
Possibly.
Who knows?
Possibly, the bus
Could be the
exploded
What
last
could
flashback.
it
year.
be? I mean,
Last year the bus exploded and some strange creature came out of nowhere,
but
started
she
picking the
hesitated.
students.
She
Yeah,
hesitated about answering why it changed. She
yeah.
hesitated, and then she's just like,
Just you just find out there's the Japanese Jeepers Creepers.
And then can we back to drunk aunt, yeah.
Yeah,
And
back to
then
Dracati, who sobers up real quick when he asks about what class his
he
mom was in.
yeah, was
That
that
was
glasses mom? Was that glasses mom he asked
no
about?
what no his mom. He was like, what
Oh
class
yeah.
is my mom? And she was just like,
Yeah.
boom, sober.
And then
I don't know.
he also asked what was Mizaki like.
Yeah, but
Misaki, yeah. And she didn't say nothing, and he's had to
nope.
push her. He's like, "Tell me." Like, "Hello, I'm asking
And,
questions."
and then she's just like she just kind of brushes it all off and then tells him, "Oh, your mom was."
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, "Of course she was. Of
Yeah.
course she was. That's why
Oh,
she's dead.
and
That's why
there was
she's
another
dead."
plot block in that area too. There's a
Mhm.
lot of plot blocks, just so many. Yeah,
Just
there was a woman that joined them. Wait, I don't know. My
where are you?
notes roll. I don't
Where are
know.
you
Never mind.
going now?
Just I don't
You're all
know.
over
Never mind.
now.
Continue. I went to the wrong area in my notes. Sorry.
So we're getting closer to the end of the episode.
Yes.
Um, which obviously there is something much because the way Auntie's acting, the way everyone's acting about everything, it's really weird. But we get um, the main character is like he's going out. They're in front of the school again. He sees May on
Oh
on
yeah,
the
yeah.
rooftop. He goes to run up there. Jock dude is calling him. He's like, "Hey, Akazawa's all mad. Like,
Yes.
you shouldn't go messing with things
That
that
don't exist.
things that don't exist." And he starts like
Exactly.
main characters having like this existential breakdown, you know.
Exactly. And then like
And then it cuts to
they just both yeah, just
yeah,
nothing.
then it cuts to
Everybody
him
avoids
talking. Yeah,
answering.
but he
Yeah.
cuts to him talking to the nurse. And did you
Mhm.
notice what he was reading on the table?
No, what?
He was reading the complete works of H.P. Lovecraft.
Oh,
Yeah,
neat. I
yeah,
didn't notice that.
yeah.
That's
I thought
neat.
that was pretty cool. I was like, oh yeah, because she did say he likes, and I was like, yeah,
You cut out there.
they did say he liked reading horror.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. And then yeah, and
That's-
then just no one will answer him at
no
all.
one, no one wants to give him. But so it goes to the talk with
Then
the nurse.
yes.
The nurse doesn't know like who this girl was or anything like that. And then it's just like, then we're in class,
Mhm.
and it looked like they were doing an art class. What was that? What class were they doing?
I don't know
It was just
at
a blank
all.
piece of paper, a pencil, and an eraser. What class is that?
Could be creativity.
I
Creative writing.
don't
I don't
know.
know. There's like they did in the anime team did not care about the classes. Whatever. If it's not screaming lemons, it's just whatever. It could be math. It could be English. Who
I
cares?
yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man.
We're not talking screaming
Oh,
lemons.
I think they were actually doing their, exams or getting ready
I
for
don't.
it, or
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
I don't know what's going on. We're skipping around so much in this like episode that it's just
Exactly.
like I don't know what's happening. And they're just like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's gotta keep you on your toes.
And it
But
just yeah, it and he
but
finished early, right? And he
yeah,
left?
he finished early because
Yeah.
May is the one that she finishes like always before everyone else.
Mhm.
And then he goes out to talk to her, and I wrote down, I was like, May has to be messing.
You'd
She's
think
just
that.
gotta be because she's like, um, she says she doesn't exist. She's not real. She's not there. No one can see her.
Yeah. Yeah, he
But
asked about the rest of the story and
yeah,
no one will tell him. No, so he
and
wants
she's
to
like,
ask
oh,
her
no one's
and
told you, really?
and
No.
she asked oh he also asked like why does nobody else see you? And she goes because I don't exist.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah,
And then
hmm.
Glasses Girl runs out with her umbrella,
Well, he
and
gets Koichi
yeah,
gets a flashback from a phone call, uh,
yeah,
and it says, don't miss the things that don't
yeah.
exist.
He has all these again the
And
existential
he has all.
question
He
again.
realizes that every time that he's seen her, no one else has even
Yeah,
responded
no
to her
one's
presence.
responded.
Yeah, and then she asks him if he's afraid.
Yeah, and that's
Yes.
like Glasses Girl shows up because some dude came running in. Like so much happens. Some dude comes running in, starts saying something. She goes to leave with her umbrella.
Yeah,
She
something must have
sees,
happened that she needed
yeah,
to hurry out. He had a
she,
message for her. Yeah,
she sees the main character with May,
you
and
assume it's with May.
well, whoever it's with, she freaks out.
Mm-hmm.
She
She
like
has her umbrella and she
yeah,
panics and runs.
yeah.
And then
She
she runs
says,
down the stairs.
and boom, trip,
And it's like
fall.
it's a perfect scene because it's slow motion.
Oh
Because
yeah, it's done
like the
great.
dude that ran into the class to tell her something, him
Yeah,
and Koichi are kind of up in the top, like off in the hallway. They don't see it.
which and
They don't see what happened.
you don't see May.
No, you don't. There,
You don't
it
see
looks
her.
like they were
She's
just kind of talking or being
yeah,
because you're focused on glasses slash pony, a short haired girl, excuse me,
yeah.
and she
Us.
slips and she
And
falls down the stairs, and of course her umbrella has a nice pointed base,
yeah, I didn't
and it
understand
goes
why is that a thing?
right through, right on the bottom of the stairs, and Koichi and the other guy just hear it.
Yeah, and they run up,
They hear the
and we've
splatter.
got our first death. Our first death has happened.
Hopefully, the only death.
Oh, come
I'm
on.
optimistic. No,
This is a horror anime. It's not gonna end there. It's a
No,
no. I don't need
I'm
it never ends.
optimistic.
never with a horror anime.
I'm optimistic.
That's like being the main character reading H.P. Lovecraft and be like, this will end well. I'm sure this will be fine.
This is fine. This is fine.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
But no,
I live in a delusional world until bad things happen.
yeah,
Everything is good.
I gotta admit, that shit bled.
Oh yeah,
Holy crap! That
it
was
went right
like,
through her neck and it poked out the back of her spine. Like when they came around the
yeah,
corner, it was gory. Okay,
it
she was
was well
twitching. There was
done.
blood everywhere, and you like kind of see her take her like last little moments of life right there, and they're
She,
just both like,
she bled like a Quentin Tarantino character. I'm just saying. Just,
she did.
the
She
umbrella
did.
was full. The floor, the stairs. Damn.
Yeah, it was quite the. And then Koichi is just like, I
He's
mean, what would you do? What would
he's
you
messed
do
up.
if you
Nothing.
walk?
Run.
What could?
Call. Be in shock.
I mean, what? There's nothing you could
Laugh.
do. No,
Laugh so I don't
please
cry.
don't. Please don't laugh. That's a little weird.
Laugh so I don't cry.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to? I gotta laugh so my mind doesn't snap. I Joker it, alright? I just go
Yojak,
full Joker.
Yojak says in chat, I was like, really? The umbrella?
It was foreshadowed. It was foreshadowed. They focused on that. That was so weird how they focused on that umbrella. They were just like, look at it. This is an umbrella. She's bringing up the umbrella. Look, the umbrella's brought up again. It's umbrella.
Umbrella.
Like,
Umbrella.
if I hadn't seen AMV Hell, I wouldn't have known about that. But
Yes.
I've seen AMV Hell, so I was like,
I had too,
get
but
it.
I was like, oh, that's where this scene comes from.
Yeah,
when I
that's
saw
what
it.
I was thinking too. I was like, oh.
And as soon as I saw her running down those stairs, I'm like, oh, thing.
Yeah,
It's the thing. It's the thing.
The first time she has that umbrella, you're like, oh no, oh no, oh no, and then it's fine. And it's like the second time, it's just like, oh no, and then she's running down. You're like, this is time.
Yeah, that totally happened.
So,
all right, so
moving.
I think we beat that episode to death, but yeah, I am keen to see what happens next. We're slowly getting somewhere.
Yojak says umbrella. Sorry, now I'm just thinking of Resident Evil after DC.
I was too.
The Umbrella Corp. That's what happened. It's the Umbrella Corp's behind it all. That's what's going on in Another.
You check that. Somebody needs to check that umbrella for an umbrella logo.
At least it was red and white.
Nemesis bursts through stars.
So
all right, so Baccano.
So again, an episode that it moves time.
Stop.
I'm just saying.
Stop. The opening of Baccano is by
band opening?
Paradise Lunch, and it is a banging opening. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. The song is called Guns N' Roses. And some other songs they do, give them a Google, is Stuff, Nevermind, and New Order. Chris!
No, I don't like that because my name is Chris. No. No, Yojak, stop. So what else has the band done? What other music?
I said that already. You weren't listening.
I was too busy being freaked out by
they have lots of songs, but a couple of them are Stuff, Nevermind, and New Order.
Are they all as big bandy?
Well, you give them a listen and see if you like them. Give them a Google. Yeah, now you got to. You got to.
I like big band music.
See, there you go. And now, Baccano. Now, Malamar, you've not seen this anime, so
no.
Let me give you a very brief rundown of this anime. Gangsters with superpowers.
Immortal gangsters.
Immortal gangsters.
In the 1930s.
And how many characters did you count, DC?
Oh, dude.
Just so many. There's so many. And it just bounces around all the time. And it's all focused around this train called the Flying Pussyfoot.
Yes, everything is about the Flying Pussyfoot.
Something happens in the Flying Pussyfoot. And that's what we're trying to figure out right now. So last episode,
19, by the way, 19
characters. 19 main
main
characters.
characters. That's not counting all those side ones. That's just the main ones that it has in the opening.
With stars like Jacuzzi and Cheslim and Mira and Isaac and just
Yeah, no, and Firo and
just
Virgo
I
and
have to say Firo I
Zorg
like Firo. I like
and
Jacuzzi.
Enos.
Just so many.
I like Jacuzzi. Jacuzzi's one of the main focus
Oh
too.
no, he's
And
just
Firo. We get
yes.
Firo.
I like Firo. I like Firo.
Can we just talk about Firo for a second?
No,
Can we get into it
yes,
because I
okay.
love Firo.
You can.
I
Just
love Firo. He's just such a happy guy.
he is.
He makes me smile. He gets to go for like his whole thing is he goes hat shopping.
Yes,
just
in
be
this
honest.
episode he goes hat shopping. He's
Hat
like, "Are you sure I can wear this hat?" And they're like,
Yeah,
"You're
like,
almost part of the family. You can wear. You be part of the family tomorrow. Wear the hat. Wear the hat."
Well, it's because he's gonna be a young. He's actually gonna be like a lieutenant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's gonna be one of the higher ups, so that's why he gets the hat. Which I thought was kind of weird. Like, no, you don't get a hat until you're one of the higher ups. All right.
Yeah, you
Look,
can't get a hat.
when you're a made man, you can have a hat. Till then, you're a scrub and you don't wear no hat. Don't let me see you wearing nothing on your head.
Your head stays naked.
Don't put no bandanas on it. Don't be putting no hard hats. You get nothing till you're a made man. Then you can have your hat, and only from this shop. You go anywhere else.
You're lucky to have hair on your head, sir.
You're lucky we don't make you shave your head.
So let's start at the beginning of the episode. And
beginning?
the very beginning, there's a woman and she's watching excavators moving around mud and she looks sad
in the they're excavating something out of the docks.
Yeah, something out of the muck. And she's just like Dallas. She's looking for Dallas.
She's looking for Dallas, which
the city
we know,
in Texas, a person.
We know from the first episode that there's that gang that wants to kill Dallas.
Yeah, you're right.
I
forgot about
the
that.
next son. So, yeah, see, I remember Iron Cage.
Steel Trap. You said Steel Trap earlier.
I also said Iron Cage. And
whatever.
They're very escapable.
Whatever. And then we go, and this was a very entertaining scene. I enjoyed the scene. The Daily Days newsroom. Yes. The Daily Days. And we meet Nicholas, the information broker. Yes.
Yes.
And
sell you any information for $500.
2 black suits that go in to visit him.
Yes.
And they're from I believe they're from the Runarada family.
Yes.
They're looking. And
they work for Gustavo specifically.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're looking for information.
They're looking for Dallas Genowad. Dallas Genowad. That's his last name. And he's the prodigal son of their family. Notorious juvenile went missing.
Yeah,
and that's about
no one knows where he is.
That's about all the information. That kind of gives us the fact that what the woman was looking for, who the woman was looking for, And then
notorious delinquent.
Then he asked for $500. They have a little verbal altercation, and the Runaradas are like,
well, we could just.
They get aggressive. They're like, excuse me.
Take out their guns. We'll do it now. Why should we pay you? Because he wants to
mind you, they're in a busy room.
He wants $500 and information, and I'm like,
yes.
dude, this is the 1930s. That's like asking for $2 million and your bank card. Come on, give it up.
Yeah, exactly.
I need $200.
The black coats weren't having it, but then they're in this busy newsroom. Every single person in that room, dead silent, guns. Like 100 guns trained on those 2 black coats at that point.
It's just like, this is a dangerous business, man. And it's like,
yeah. And then the Nicholas is like, what did you want with Genowad again?
Yeah. So why are you looking for him?
Exactly. Then we skip 1930 in an alley.
Yeah, we go back in time because it's 1931 now. We go back to 1930 to an alley where we meet a bunch of characters that come into play later.
People are fighting. Talk about the Runarada family.
Well, you get short little dude.
He's like, "Don't mess with me. I'm a member of the Runarada family."
Because he flicks that cigarette at the dude. He's like, "Wait, I'm a gangster." And then they beat the crap.
Well, it was actually the guy's son, the Runarada family son, that's like, "Excuse me."
Yeah,
You want to
like
try to talk about
you
family
wanna.
names.
Hey, we are the ones making you. But you know how
Exactly.
monsters are. They don't.
And then the other dude stops it, saves the lackey's life, and
Yeah,
yeah. So
but
there's
that
that happened.
lackey, that lackey, and the guy come into play later on in the episode,
That they do.
which explains why we had to get
Yeah, we had a little
jumps in
backstory there.
time.
And then, he says something about Gandor turf. Oh, Gandor turf. It's Grandor turf.
Yeah,
We can't be doing that on Gandor turf. I don't know who Gandor's is.
yeah,
Then we
because
skip to
it's
1931. We time travel again,
again, yeah,
and we're on the train.
where we get to find out that
We're on the flying pussyfoot.
that lad wants to kill everyone. Is
Yeah.
everyone. He wants to murder everyone, and then
Yeah,
he
this
wants
was
to.
the dude from the first episode that was laying in the tracks with like the arm that was just like
Yeah,
bone and sinew and spurting
yeah,
blood.
it's just
Yeah. And he was talking about killing his wife then. And
yeah.
this dude has got some issues. And
It's
he wants to kill everybody and then his wife.
and I can't tell if she's happy or not.
She seems like she's stoned but totally into it.
But sometimes she doesn't seem like she's into it. I'm so
I-
confused. Is
yeah.
she into it or not? Like, lady, you're sending me mixed signals here. What's
Yeah,
the plan?
She seems like she's just high as heck.
Yeah,
And she's just yeah.
whatever.
She's just
Yeah.
like, I thought
Hey,
you
you're
were gonna kill me.
Oh yeah,
You know?
kill me eventually.
Yeah, and then he starts freaking out. I think her name's Vicky, isn't it? His wife, Vicky?
No, it's not
No.
Vicky. He talks about
Oh
but
yeah, he
Vicky
talks about Vicky. He envies
was in
Vicky, and he like
yeah.
freaks out.
Yeah,
And
and
starts.
then he runs off and he runs into Jacuzzi, which is where we got our scene from the last episode.
Yes, and Jacuzzi and Lad bump into each other.
Yeah, and then
Kind of, yeah.
same thing that we're
And Jacuzzi's still looking for the conductor because
Because
he's
it's
freaked out about the rail chaser.
yeah, which again, because it's from the last episode. But
Mm-hmm.
then we cut because again, this episode can't stay in one place for too long. We cut to two idiots playing with fire.
Yep. The one dude's got like these special gloves and he's showing off.
Because they're leather, and he put
Yes.
oil on it and lit it on it out. And the other guy does it, but he soaks his hand.
Yeah, and
And it turns out he's using a cloth.
I literally in my notes it just says two idiots in the alley playing with fire. That
I
was my notes
I
too.
have two idiots cause a fire.
Yeah, exactly, and they cause a
I like-
fire.
I like
Yeah,
we
exactly.
took similar notes. Yeah, two
And
idiots
then
in
we
the alley playing with fire. Two idiots cause
jump
a fire.
again.
Yeah, kind
Two-
of.
It's a dude, and he looks like he's doing some evil science experiments, and he's like killing
a
a
mouse.
rat's like pinned up on a board,
yeah.
and he kills it, and he kills the rat,
Smashes it with a hammer, and
Yeah.
then
and it's bloody and
blood.
gory.
Yeah, and his blood goes back, and you're like, oh, he's doing an immortal experimentation.
My note says rat murder ? Oh, it's healing.
Oh, I put immortal mouse.
Immortal mouse. Well, it's
And
a rat,
I feel bad
sir.
for that mouse. It was a mouse. It was a mouse. It was a mouse.
That thing was like this long. It was a rat.
Yeah, but the hammer was only like this big, and it was most of the.
Comment down below if it's a rat or if it's a mouse.
It's a mouse.
It's a rat.
It's a cute little mouse.
You dirty rat. It's a rat.
But and he like is doing his experiments. He's like, oh, I finally completed it. It's finally
Mhm.
done. And then the fire, we see where the fire started.
Yeah, he was
It's-
talking about his perfected formula, and then just
Yeah.
all of a sudden, his just flames.
So
Just-
clearly he's trying to recreate mortality.
yes, and is it connected to our gangsters? Is
Yeah,
the experiments because of the gangsters? Was he trying to
what's up-
recreate
what's
this
up with
power
the-
that the gangsters
yeah.
have?
What's up with the devil symbol we got in the first episode? How does that play into this? Is it science? Is it magic? Is it Satan? Is it
All of the above. All of the
Machina?
things. All of
Yeah.
the things.
so many
all of them.
mysteries to talk about, discover in anime. But
Yeah, and
he escapes only with 2 bottles because the fire causes.
yeah, he only
lumber.
could grab the 2 bottles and get out. That poor
Yeah.
rat, though. It's pinned to that board, and it's burning and healing and burning and healing.
But don't worry, the fire will will burn the ropes, and the rat can escape eventually.
Wasn't it pinned with nails, like
No, it was
crucified?
rope.
It was ropes.
Yeah, it was
Okay,
rope.
well, let's hope
Yeah.
so.
He just had little
I
like.
had a pet rat once. I like
I
rats.
did too. I had a pet rat called Rat Rat Rat.
Rat, rat,
I
rat.
was
Good name.
I was two.
Ah,
But then we get
yes.
Firo, and we talked
Yes.
about Firo and his hat shopping. Um,
Well, it switches. First, it goes to the sad woman from the beginning, and she
yeah,
goes to the information broker, and she's
yes.
looking for Dallas. But that was just like a
She's
really
looking for
quick.
Dallas. Yeah, really
And
quick.
then we're to Firo.
And then we're
I
to
had
Firo.
finger heel dude until I remembered his name.
Firo, I love him. He's my
And
favorite.
then the other one that he was with, was that the same guy he was shot up in the
Um,
bookstore with?
no, I don't think
No,
that
was
was
that a
the same
different one?
guy. Oh, there's
Okay,
so many characters.
there is. There's so
There's
many.
so many
Unless they're
characters.
named directly, they're just dude and dude.
Yeah,
The other one, that
the other
guy.
dude, that dude or that chick who's there. Um,
Exactly.
I
And they're looking for the hat, and it's and
yeah,
in the dub it was I don't see I didn't hear the leadership in the dub. It was
yeah,
just like he's joining the family,
yeah.
and
No,
he
in the sub, he is becoming one of the higher ups.
see
Yeah,
that is good
that's
to
a
know because it seemed like they already knew each other and meshed well, and I'm
yeah.
like, why is he just joining now? It seems like did he have like a trial period that's like
I don't.
maybe see that's what
Yeah,
the dub thing
it's
was, and I was
it's so
confused
weird.
there, but thank you for that clarification.
Yeah, it's a weird difference to me.
And then like he said the join the Martello family in the Chimera, and the ceremony had already started.
Yeah, even though it's supposed to be tomorrow, but the ceremony's already begun, and it's like what?
Yeah, and though
Um,
Firo is not a part of the family, will be and then Zakamira, they come in, and
yeah,
Zakamira, I love them.
yeah. We pass because they pass by them, and it's like watch yourself. Yeah, watch yourself.
Yeah,
I love her. She's adorable.
they had a little
Yeah,
two
little,
ships passing in the night
yeah,
kind of thing, and it was cute. And then he Firo sees like a smoke and he hears the explosion.
yeah. So he
Presumably, at this
goes.
point, I
Yes,
presumed it was from the fire.
yeah. So he goes to go
And
check it out.
he takes off and goes and checks it out, and then he runs into a pretty girl looking for someone,
Yeah.
and it focuses on the fact that she drops a button.
Well, yeah. She drops a button, because I believe that's Ennis.
Yeah, and then he picks it up and chases after her, trying to
Yeah,
return the
and
button.
then comes across. That actually it kind of gets to that later because then it cuts
Yeah,
away. We go to
back
Nick.
to the train
Yeah, we go
with
to
Jacuzzi and
which again is back in the past because Jacuzzi is running past them,
yes,
and he should already be way past them because they were going to the dining car. So this is when he just left. So like
yeah,
we're jumping around time so
exactly.
much.
And then it's like Jacuzzi's little group, and they
Yeah,
split up. Like, go check.
and
Some of you go check out the freight car. Some of you
yeah.
go do this while we're looking for Jacuzzi.
Niece tells
Because
Nick to take care of the dining car.
the dining car. Now
And
they didn't There was a funny little thing
Nick,
there.
yeah, my note is Nick has a wild imagination
Yes,
because
she says take care of the dining car. I understood it as make sure Jacuzzi's not in the dining car because that's what they were
well,
doing is looking for Jacuzzi.
well, she knows he just ran out, but it seems
Yeah.
like she's like, he understood it at first as like, oh, make sure that the dining car is like quiet in case of a robbery, boo and then it became, or it could mean,
Maybe I should kill them all. And he pulls out this little switchblade and he's like, yeah, maybe that's what they want me to do. And
well,
he has all
he
these
took
little
it as take them
scenarios.
hostage. Yeah.
Yeah, he had a whole bunch of little scenarios of things he could do to the people in the dining car.
So
So,
so he goes into the dining car.
ooh, we're not there yet.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because we cut to Bruno.
Yeah, we cut to the black suited cult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's them. They're kind of
And
talking
then
about. There's so much jumping
Elizabeth,
around. It's,
yeah, and then back to Elizabeth. The cult thing really didn't have much going on with
we're
them.
gonna.
The Lemeries.
Yeah, we're gonna free our guy.
Yeah, and that was about it for them. Just the same thing. And then it goes to Elizabeth, which is the sad woman for Dallas,
Who's
and you find out it's her brother.
yes, and
She's with the information broker.
Bruno is awesome.
Yes. The butler, right?
Uh, no, Bruno is the guy who head of the information. Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Who she was talking.
He's in the cool Chinese
Yeah.
outfit.
Yeah, yeah,
and looks
yeah.
like a Boondocks character.
He really does. He
I
really
was like,
does.
that looks like a young Luther from.
And they're just talking, and he says Dallas was a big scumbag, and
Yeah,
she's
he's
worried
just
about him. And
insulting her, and she's like, "My brother was always nice to me," and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I mean,
then yeah, the informant gets a letter, and they haven't found him, and they're still. That's pretty much.
yeah, pretty much it." And then we get
Then it's back to Firo.
Hero, who is comes across the scene of the characters from the previous flashback that were beating up the guy, was the underling of his family, and they're beating up the researcher guy who's holding on to this box as tight as he can, and
Yes.
like they're insulting Pharaoh, like, "Get out of here, brat," and he's like, "I may be a brat, but I don't beat up old people."
And then there was like a brawl, and Firo
And
just
Pharaoh,
kicks their heinies
and the
completely,
whole time his
utterly.
hat's flying off, he keeps catching it, putting it back
It just
on.
it's
It
so
was
smooth. It's just the
he
whole
was
thing. Even the knife guy. The knife guy's like, "You can't
and
take
it's
me.
just
I have a knife," and he's
and
just
he's
like,
like, "Really? You're gonna
he,
bring a knife to this kind of fight?"
no, he yeeted. That was
He just
yeah.
boom done. And he tells the
But
old
then
man, he's like, "Oh, what's in the
yeah,
box?" The old man's just
he
like,
saved the old man, but the old man
"Yeah,
was kind of rude to him.
I'll
Like
give you
Firo,
money. Just get out of here."
yeah, Firo wasn't trying to actually rob him or hurt him, but that's how the scientist took it.
Yeah,
Firo
and
was just trying to help. He was being a good boy gangster. He was
yeah, and he's
being
just
good
like,
boy.
"Oh, I'm just looking for this girl."
Yeah,
Like, so,
he doesn't want any of the gang people getting hold of his potion.
yeah. So
His
so he
potion.
runs he runs off.
Yeah.
He's like,
And
"Ah,
then Firo asks him about the girl because he was still
yeah,
trying to return her button. He
yeah."
was just looking for the girl, and he came
He's just
across
a good guy,
yeah,
nice
and
guy.
he's like, I don't know. And then the scientist goes to go, and you see a red suit as an arm snatch it, which you know.
Yeah,
And then it was knife guy. Knife guy killed. I called him knife guy.
yeah. I don't know his name. He's just nice
No,
guy. Yeah,
knife guy
he
kills the scientist.
takes the potions.
Takes a potion. Yeah, and he heard the Firo's name.
Yeah, so he's like Furo,
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I'll remember
and
you.
we
I'll
we
remember you."
we kind of get to see that researcher dude is named
Yeah,
Mr. Barnes, and he's immortal because his blood comes back,
exactly. He starts
and
healing, but he lost. He has his life, but
yeah,
he
but he
lost his
lost his,
potion.
and he sees. I'm assuming it's Ennis has shown up because I believe that there is. Um, what? Oh man,
And then we go back to the train,
yeah. Then we go back to the train,
back to the dining car.
but
So
and then
now this was very
the
amusing
best
for me.
scene ever.
Yeah, exactly. So there's a white suit,
Who
and
comes
then
in?
he's got the hair curl. That's how a
Yeah,
hair curl
it was
white
the
suit.
guy that was got the crud beat out of him earlier,
Yes, yes.
and
And
he just
then he comes in the dining car. Black suits with Tommy guns come into the dining
bust
car,
open the dining car, and it's like he's like, everyone put your hands
and
up, and they're like, everyone get
and
on
then
the
here
ground,
comes Nick. Nick
and
with
he's like,
his little
nobody
switchblade.
move. Yeah, and he's like, nobody move, and
And it's just hilarious because all three of these gangs
trying to take control of the car. And,
it was
and
great.
we get our
Each group
two,
breaks
yeah,
in. The two with the guy has one guy has the two pistols. That's the hair curl guy with the
yeah,
white suit, and then the other dudes with the Tommy guns. And then just Nick is just like,
yeah, and we get our two favorite characters
"Oops."
who are like,
Oh yeah,
yeah, what it was hands up and get on the ground, and then what else? It's like, oh, don't move. It's like, oh, right.
yeah. They're laying. I think are they behind the bar? It looked
No,
like
they're just
they were
on the
like
floor with their hands
okay.
up and trying to have their hands up while being on the floor and not moving.
Cheslem is in that car as well, and he's with
Yes.
the minister's daughter and his wife.
Yeah, the senator
The
dude.
senator, sorry, senator. And she's got both of the kids in her
Yeah.
arms. She's
And
trying
then
to protect both of them.
my note is just Nick is awesome because he's just like, oh, I'm sorry, gentlemen. My apologies. I'll leave you be. And he just closes the
In the dub, he says, "Oops, wrong car," and he closes the door. He brought a knife to a gunfight. Okay,
just
he did
leaves.
the best thing. That's what I would have done. I think it would have been like,
Yeah, I love Nick. He,
yeah,
it
I
goes
would have done the
Firo
same
is
thing.
Firo best character, Nick number 2. Nick is the second best.
But
I love it.
Jacuzzi.
No, not as good as Firo. Come on.
But
Nick's
Isaac too. Isaac,
true, but Nick, come on. In that
they're
moment,
they're
Nick
all good. They're all
Nick
good. They're
took
all good. They're
so
all good.
Nick took such a lead. Just uh because I just it's in character. It's a little off topic, but I want to say like me and my buddies have this joke in any role play we do, where when we come into a situation like Nick came into, we're just like go in, go in, go in, go in, go in, and close the door and just walk away. And that was Nick. Was just like go in a sec. Yes,
Yeah,
close
exactly.
the
Just
door
like
and just walk.
sorry.
Oh man.
Whoopsies.
Oh.
But then after that little comedic thing there, now we go to the scientist and see him healing.
Yes, that's when we get
Mr.
to see him healing.
Order challenged over there, getting things out
Yeah,
of order.
because so much happens so
That's
disambiguously in
fair.
that.
That's fair. And then the scientist starts to heal, and the woman Fira was finds him,
Yeah,
and he seems to know her and seems
yeah, because
scared.
it's clearly Ennis. It's clearly her.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
But you
And
know
then we
what?
go back to Jacuzzi
Yeah,
on the train, and he
who
finds the dead
sees?
conductors.
Yeah,
Did you notice with the bodies? One was torn up, just like
yeah. One was
his.
torn up, and it was weird.
When we last saw those conductors, it was a
One had a
dude,
gun.
one dude with a gun that appeared to shoot the other one.
Yeah,
What? You can't even tell who was who because one had his head down like this, and the other one. I imagine that was the one that was shot.
probably,
And
probably.
then the other one was just laying on the floor, half of his freaking body like just ripped to shreds. It was something.
Yes, and you know what? You know,
KJ's in chat, KJ's130 says directionally challenged, morally challenged, and now orderly challenged.
yes, KJ's. I am everything challenged. All right.
Shame. Dong
I'm plot
dong.
challenged. I'm everything.
Hey,
But
every time he needs some shaming, put a bell. Is there a bell emoji?
no,
Put a bell
no,
emoji in chat. Dong
no.
dong.
But you know what? If you guys are interested in watching Baccano and Another with us, you can tune into Anime Club and watch it with us on Fridays.
When is Anime Club DC?
Fridays, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. You can join the Anime Club voice channel in our server. It's hosted by YoJack. And
Yep.
YoJack hosts a different anime movie.
Yeah, not only do we watch the 2 episodes for the week of Baccano and Another, we also watch a new anime movie every week. And the anime movie I would talk about, but DC hasn't watched it.
No, but we're going to talk about it next week because this upcoming Friday is Captain Harlock.
And what if I don't watch that movie, DC? How would that make you feel?
I'm going to talk about it anyway because it's an awesome movie.
But I'm going to just say in this corner of the world, it was a very long, but it was a train ride. It was pretty much documenting, since you didn't watch it, I'll give you a brief, very brief, because it was a long movie. It was over 2 hours long. I'll give you a brief rundown of it. Now, normally, I'm not interested in these types of emotional drama animes. It's not really my thing. Yeah, KJ's130 in chat said DC hasn't watched it. Gasp.
No, I haven't.
We need a bell. Dong dong shame. Dong dong shame.
There, I responded to you, Chase. But
Uh-oh.
yeah, just from the synopsis that I read, it was about a woman who gets married off to a man she doesn't necessarily want to marry. It takes place during World War II, and it's their kind of like daily struggle.
Okay, pretty much. There are obviously spoilers if you're gonna watch it, but
Yeah,
pretty much this young girl, we kind of go with her through her life, and it's like wartime. And in the beginning, it's not so bad. She's kind of on the poor side. She has a family. She's going to school. She's very imaginative, and the way it's portrayed, it's not even you're not even sure at first if these are just her wild, crazy daydreams or like they really happen, because she imagines getting kidnapped by a monster and all this kind of stuff, and it's kind of cutesy. But then as you go on and she starts to get older, she gets proposed to by a guy, and family members going off to war and all that kind of stuff. Now, her family lived in Hiroshima.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
and she actually gets married and to I don't remember the name of this
I
town.
thought it was a brief summary.
This is.
This
It's a
doesn't feel
2-hour
brief.
movie. It's
This
a
doesn't
2-hour
feel
movie.
brief.
Those of you
This feels like I'm watching the movie.
those of you that've watched it, this is brief, right? And then the war starts getting worse, and then it's just like the drama with the family, and there's a moment. One of the air raids that happened, there's a moment, and if you've seen it, I'm not going to spoil it, but yeah, YoJack87 says, I agree with you, slower than a turtle, but however, it is brief. It is brief compared to the movie. See, thank you. And there's a moment, and it was just because there's a delayed bomb that was dropped, and her and this little girl were right on top of it, and it's just it hits you like a blow because you like see this little girl, and the little girl dies.
I don't need that in my life right now. I don't need that depression in my life right now. I need good vibes in my life right now.
And then after that, now it gets worse. After that, 1945, the bomb is dropped on her hometown. Just when she was getting ready to go visit them.
Emotions are owie, James. Yes, they.
Just when she was getting ready to go visit them. Oh, the stream has ended. It says on my phone, but I don't know if that's a thing. Is it still good for you guys?
Yeah, we're still live.
Then it's just my phone, so ignore me. So I can't see chat. I can't see chat right now, so that's on you.
I got chat. Don't worry.
That's on you. Remember, if they say something nice about me, you have to tell me.
I don't have to.
Yes, you do. It's a requirement.
I don't have
to. It is. Otherwise, you'll get the bell of shame.
No, we're not. So,
yes, you will.
How does it all wrap up?
Okay, well, that happens, and a bunch of people die. Her family dies. There's radiation poisoning, fallout. There's all kinds of that stuff.
Oh,
she lives. She's an artist, and she gets her drawing hand blown off. And then they have to like fight for food and survival because of rationings. And then it ends. It ends with what?
KJ says Angels looks cute today. YoJack says insert something nice about Angels here.
Thank you.
My comment.
But they hear on the radio just after the Hiroshima thing that
Chase says Angels.
But I've got to.
I was told I have to read it off, Angel.
No, I was telling myself that because I lost my train of thought completely. Oh yes, it ends pretty much with the family finding out that they have surrendered and they lost the war, and then like the American troops start coming in, they start getting food, things start getting better, and then her and her husband find this little orphan girl and they raise it, and it's just cute. And the ending scene was the weirdest thing I've ever seen a movie end on. They're all sitting around their dinner table having actual food for dinner, and then they all start itching, and the little orphan girl has lice, and that's how the movie ends. They're just like, oh, the little orphan girl's covered in lice, and that's how the movie ends.
That's how little orphans are. Just covered in lice. KJ says they raise it. Yes, it's the orphan.
I looked on the Wikipedia article, and actually I found it interesting that it was the original manga and this movie itself, which was made in 2016. It had very classical-looking animation.
YoJack says Malamar like how DC would look if he watched it. Depressed.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, Rick.
Oh, jeez, Rick. So if you want to watch more depressing films or awesome films like Captain Harlock.
Hey, I was still talking. I had some interesting facts to share real quick.
Are they about the orphans with lice?
No, they are not.
No.
But Wikipedia says, though, it's a fictional account of the official guidebook of the film, claims that the episodes and the background of the story are based on facts and real incidents researched by production staff.
Oh, well, that makes sense because World War II was horrible.
What? Oh yeah, World War II was horrible. Yes, very.
What? What do you mean it was horrible?
No, you cut out. You cut out, and I had to make the link in my head.
I just had to say it. Fine.
So yeah,
join
and
us.
It's not normally the type of movie I'd enjoy watching or voluntarily watch, but it was still a good movie, even though it was slow.
Otaku Empire says someone clipped DC being depressed about it not being about lice.
Whole movie about lice.
Orphans with Lice. Yes, best movie.
Just the whole damn thing.
So yeah, join us. Join us for Anime Club Fridays, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Please.
Everyone's welcome to join. We'll see you.
Please do. We have some Otaku Empire news now.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
To
All of the
finish us
news.
out, we've got some news.
We still need a Fortnite Scout. If you want to be a Fortnite Scout and scout for Fortnite talent,
Yes, please.
contact. Who was our point of contact on that again?
Just contact anyone in our Discord. Just come into our Discord. Get a hold
Pop
of us.
on in there. Get in there.
Talk to Hybrid.
Hybrid.
We'll find you.
What's that? Oh, we'll find you. Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll
find,
find
we'll find
That
you.
sounds a
We'll
little.
scout you.
That sounds a little creepy there, Malamar. We'll find you.
We'll scout.
And then we
I have a
also
select-
need.
I
Go
have
ahead.
a selective skills.
Yeah, I have a certain citizen.
We also need
They're
an
called-
Overwatch manager.
Yes, we're looking for Overwatch man.
So if you're interested, get a hold of Hybrid.
Get a hold of us. Come join the Discord. You know, we got cookies. We got anime. We got video games. What more can you need? What more can you want?
Exactly. We have the different branches in there, and we're all friendly and mostly good people.
Mostly.
Mostly good
Semi-good.
people. We try. We try.
DC
So,
is
everybody.
emotionally challenged.
He is.
Thanks,
He
Jace.
is all of the challenges.
Jace makes chocolate chip cookies fresh for anime.
Will you make chocolate chip cookies? Can I have
JC's
some?
Apparently, I don't count because I'm challenged. So
I still don't see chat, so just know that I'm with you in spirit.
yes, Angels is with you all in spirit. I'm the only one with
I
you
am.
here physically.
My phone is doing the stupid right now, so I can't see that. But anyway, thanks so much for joining us, guys. I had a lot of
Yes!
fun. Thank you, Malamar, for coming with us on this little
Yes.
adventure we had today.
Thank you,
Anytime.
Malamar, for being a guest, even though you didn't watch the episodes, and we'll talk about that after the stream is over. Just
Definitely.
saying.
Alrighty. Hey, you should join us for Anime Club next week, though, Malamar.
Yes.
We'd love to have you.
Definitely
Sure.
try. Yeah.
All right. All right, guys. Bye. See you later.
Yep. See you later, everyone. Take care of yourselves.
OtakuCast is out of here.
The OtakuCast is signing off.